Dobar dan. Good afternoon. I'm afraid it's the only words I can say in Slovenian. So, first of all, I would like to thank the colleagues from the Ministry of Environment and Spatial Planning for their kind invitation. It has given me the opportunity to meet this country and to visit Slovenia for the first time, so I'm very glad about it. My name is Elena Barrios, and I work for the Spanish Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Environment in the National Contact Point for the LIFE program. Sorry about my English if it's not very, very fluent, but I will try to do my best. Okay. I'm here today to represent the Spanish National Contact Point, and during my presentation, my intention is to give you an overview of who we are, what we do, and how we work. Okay. These are our main tasks, mainly to give support to the applicants and to disseminate the program. So, through my presentation, that I will try to do it a bit faster because we are a little bit late. I will go through all these points, but mainly we try to give support to applicants on technical and administrative issues by email, by telephone, and reviewing project concept notes, and appointing meetings and interviews with potential beneficiaries, and also we offer a service of partner searching. We disseminate the program through a section in the website of the ministry, a section about the LIFE program, and participating in conferences and seminars and workshops that we organize, especially at this time of the year, once the call of proposals has been opened, and we start traveling around the country. We also coordinate with the ASME, with the agency, in the organization of the annual Info Day in Madrid, in the capital of Spain. We also, some members of the National Contact Point, in particular my boss and me, we participate in the LIFE committee meetings. We are also the members of the committee of the LIFE regulation, and we participate in the annual training that is organized by the Commission for the National Contact Points. We have a project database with all the projects coordinated by a Spanish entity, with Spanish coordinators, and we try to also to visit, to accompany the Commission or the agency when they visit the projects. The desk officers of the Commission try to visit each project once in their lifetime, although the monitors visit them every year. But we try to accompany the desk officers whenever our agenda allows it and our budgetary restrictions. We don't follow the project so much as we would like. What resources do we have? The main ideas are that the administration in charge of the NCP is the Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Environment. That's our name now. But the contact point is placed in a horizontal unit, which is the budgetary office. I think it was since 2004 or 2005. Before, the Environment National Contact Point was placed in one general directorate, and the Nature and Biodiversity National Contact Point was in another general directorate. But then from 2005 it was decided to join both contact points in one single horizontal unit, because each time we had elections, the General Directorate of Biodiversity maybe was reorganized, and then they changed their name and changed a little bit their competencies. But for sure, there will always be a budgetary office in the ministry. So it's more stable, the National Contact Point, since then. The human resources, we have a General Deputy Director, which mainly dedicates to these tasks 20% of his time at most. We are 2 civil servants, and then we have 4 colleagues from an external assistance. And they are specialized, more or less specialized in different strands, although they are interchangeable. I mean, if one of them is on holidays, I mean, any other colleague can cover the strand or the priority area. And the team, I think one of our values is the stability and the experience of the team, because I mean, I'm the newest one. I've been in the national contact point for almost 3 years, but the rest of them have been in the live national contact point more than 10 years. So that means that they know the program and the guides by heart, I can tell you. Well, at this point, I would like to talk to you, to tell you about the essential documents, but I think it has been already mentioned by Juliana in the morning. It's essential to read thoroughly and in a very detailed way the guidance for applicants, the evaluation guide, and also the model of grant agreement. Especially, I would recommend to read the Annexes 1, which are the general conditions, and the Annex 10, which are the financial and administrative guidelines. I mean, the guide for applicants to know the project topics, and the evaluation guidelines to know how your proposal is going to be evaluated, and the Annex 1 and 10 of the grant agreement to know what are the eligible costs and non-eligible ones, which is essential for not having surprises afterwards later on. For us as national contact points, we find it is quite usual as well to consult from time to time the frequently asked questions of each call that the Commission updates during the call, and they complete the facts during these 3 or 4 months when the call is opened, and we find them quite useful as well to help us to know the interpretation of the Commission in some points of the guides. Well, the budgetary resources, it's more or less approximate, but it's around 200,000 euros per year, but that depends on the travels that we can do per year. As I told you, we give support to applicants we have a common email address, mailbox, the live mailbox, that's buzón, that's a mailbox, and the 6 of us can consult this mailbox, and we can answer the questions and the doubts that they pose us. And we have 6 telephone lines, and we also have this review of project concepts that I will tell you about now later on. And each year, during the months when the call is open, we have some meetings and interviews with the potential beneficiaries, but mainly when they have a mature idea already, we have appointments bilaterally with them. We have around, it's more or less to 25 meetings per year, and maybe we receive 40 summaries more or less each year.
May I ask you, these inquiries are telephone or meetings or?
Sorry?
This is number of inquiries in a graph.
The emails that we receive, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. The emails that we receive. Mm-hmm. They concentrate during the months when the call is open, but we receive these questions all year round. I wanted also to highlight that we in Spain we never had priorities, even when it was possible. We decided not to establish national priorities and then not to make them compete. We realized that the different directorates in the ministries they were competing to each other, trying to establish the priorities. So finally, it was decided not to establish any one and give the applicants the possibility to apply and the commission to decide. So we don't work especially with any type of applicant more than with others, so we just any potential beneficiary can approach the national contact point regardless of their status, public or private, commercial or non-commercial, big or small. Well, we disseminate the program through our website. This is how it looks. In the ministry main web, we have a section about life, and then we include the conferences that we organize. We have the links to the commission webpage, and we also include the information about the call, the results, the best life projects, and we include the information of the National Info Day. We organize one National Info Days in coordination with the Commission and now with the agency, and it's a one-day workshop, and it's a general one to talk about the program for the newcomers and to talk about the novelties of the call of the year. And then we now, without the collaboration of EASME, we start traveling the members of the team of the National Contact Point around the regional, the autonomous communities, and we organize. We are invited by the regional governments to info days in the regions. So, and we have around 10 regional workshops per call, between 5 and 10, and it's usually one morning workshop, and the National Contact Point gives the general information about the program and presents the novelties of the call, and then some regional life projects are selected, and they explain their experience and with the program and their projects. This is the content of our website. I will go quickly through it because I already mentioned most of it. We have also a Spanish frequently asked questions section, the list of the life projects approved, including the best projects, and now the integrated projects, and we include the links to the European Commission publications and the life database that we think it is crucial to consult and to know as well. We have the documentation and information of the open call, and then the information about the regional workshops. We included this year the information of the workshops in the other member states, that with the link that the agency and the Commission provided us, just in case some potential beneficiary from Spain has a delegation in other member state and would like to attend to the workshop here in Slovenia, for example, or in Brussels or in Germany. And then we include some information about the financial instruments. This review of project concept notes. We don't review nor do any pre-screening of full proposals because it's unbearable. It would be impossible for us because we have a very high number of proposals submitted every year. So we just ask for a concept note that can be maximum 3 pages to have an idea, a summary of the idea of the project, and then we we have these appointments with the beneficiaries, with the applicants, to solve concrete doubts and questions. But these interviews are appointed once with the beneficiaries that know very well the guidelines, that have more or less the project concept, that they have worked on it, so to say. Because when I tell you that in Spain there are many proposals submitted every year, we are talking about, in these last 2 years, in 2014 there were 380 proposals submitted and only 37 approved, so we had a 10% success rate. So in the rest of the member states are very surprised because we have a lot of projects, but we always tell them that we have a lot of proposals, so we are not so successful. And in this year, in 2015, we had 280 proposals. But in the Life Plus period, there was an exponential growth in the number of proposals submitted, and we reached top in the last year of the Life Plus period. In 2013, we had 500 proposals with Spanish coordinators submitted to the program. We don't know if this was because of the crisis, the economic crisis, that in Spain we were desperate to get funds, or because of the change of the period, that we've realized that each time the regulation and the period changes, there's always an increase in the number of proposals, and then it goes down the first years of the following period to start increasing again. So we are in Spain. We have much more environment applications than nature and biodiversity, and information and communication in Life Plus. We had only 9 projects in the whole period, and we did not have any information projects since 2011. So it's mainly the environment, which is more which writes more interest, and I'm not going to extend myself much more. Well, the project concept notes, 3 pages. It's available on the website. We upload it once the call has been opened, and they have to summarize the main aspects of their idea. And once completed, we receive them by email, and then we provide the applicants with orientations that we highlight that are not binding, and they may not be coincident with the agency or the evaluator's point of view necessarily. And in our website we have also this section of partner searching, but it's not a database, it's just a form that applicants can submit to us, and then we just put the idea, the summarized idea, and the interest and the contact details of the person, and the interest to find some partners in our website. But so far it has not been very active. We feel that during the regional workshops, some of the regions organize during the breaks, during the coffee or the lunch breaks, what they call marketplaces, and we feel that these are much more dynamic. But of course they are regional partner searching, so we are thinking of how to improve this and how to promote the participation and to increase the transnationality of the life projects in Spain, because we have some projects with Portugal, with Italy, but we have mainly very national projects, so to say, so far. So and now, as the transnationality has more and more importance, we will try to promote it. We have an internal database just to have control of all the projects that have been approved by Spanish coordinators, and it's not intended to follow the projects, but just to have some statistical data and to facilitate our work, not to have to do the searching each time we want to know some data. We don't have to go to the Commission database, and we already have all our proposals here. And we include the year of the call, the type of proposal, the priority area in this period, the title and initial budget, the language of the proposal, if it's a transnational project or not, the details of the coordinating beneficiaries and the associated beneficiaries, the territory where they work, and the contact details and the starting and ending dates, the initial ones. I mean, because during the live project implementation, they can send amendments of the grant agreement, changing the budget and changing the dates. So we are never sure if we have this information updated. So we have the initial approved budget and the dates. We try to have the extension deadlines also, but we don't have this information completely updated. And one of the so far, we've never had any help for the national co-financing, but this year, well, it's been a political decision, and then one public foundation that belongs to the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment, the Biodiversity Foundation, has launched a call for grants to support life projects approved and before 2016 as well, and in principle it's only focused on environmental NGOs. So, but this the call of this year. So this is one of the novelties that we have. But so far we didn't provide any support for the national co-financing. So each of the beneficiaries had to find their own financing, their own sources. And well, just to finish, I had some recommendations, but especially for the national contact points, or at least what we feel that I think we don't have any secret ingredient. I mean, we think that's just that in Spain many proposals are submitted, but some of them with a very high quality. We feel that there are some technological institutes and some private companies that are quite specialized in preparing life proposals. And well, from our side, we feel that we try, at least these recommendations, we try to follow them. We give emphasis to the dissemination and show the value and results of the life program. We try to ensure the support to applicants the whole year, and especially during the months when the call is open. We try to monitor the status of the proposals before the grant agreement is signed. I mean, and for this, it is essential to have access to the proposal application. That is, maybe it's going to change a little bit, but we have, of course, we have a confidentiality due, and we access the proposal, and we contact with the beneficiaries to warn them that they have entered into the revision phase. They have this deadline. If we see they have a message and they didn't read it, we warn them. So it's quite a lot of work during the revision phase, but we try to do it. And then we try to have stable and specialized team to ensure enough resources, and we give importance in the training of the technical staff. So we learn a lot. We learn a lot with the life project visits, and we participate in the annual training that is organized in Brussels. We in a rotating basis. So each year, 2 or 3 of us go to the training, and we take turns in the different years. But apart from the training in Brussels, I have to say that the training is self-training, self-learning, so to say. Just reading the guidelines and knowing them by heart, and then knowing how what are the more problematic points of the proposals and to the project implementation, and we try to help the beneficiaries in solving these questions. We also, if we have a frequently asked question and we don't know how to answer it, we send the doubt to the Commission and now to the agency, just to ask for what their interpretation is, to translate, to send it to the applicants. And hvala lepa for your attention. If you have any question about the life program in Spain, I will try to answer it.
Do you write proposals in Spain or English language?
We actually, from the national contact points, we recommend the applicants to write the proposal in the language they feel more comfortable with. But these last years, we've been checking which is the language more used, and we have almost 50-50. I think last year we had 53 in Spanish, 47 in English. So we are learning English little by little, because the language is a barrier in Spain sometimes.
I have a question, if I may. Do you do only life, or you have other obligations
we have other obligations.
Life, but how is the ratio of life, 50 or less? Or?
Yeah, more or less 50%, I think, yes. From life, yes.
Just like we do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.